Ah, man is undercover. Man cannot be seen. But don't throw hide your face. Certain brothers are out for you. Lord have mercy. Wait. Man's moving like a black ninja out here. Wait. Let me drink some water. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings me an absolute pleasure, an honor, a privilege to bring to you the most exciting, the most watched, the most viewed podcast in the whole wide world. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say in the magical words, sorry, man's made me broke. I can't take him serious. Dream it, believe it, become it.
Coming up. Man must be going to
What is going on? Hold on. Wait. My eyes. I had the light in my eyes so much yesterday that I messed up my eyes then. My eyes have been squinching all day long because the hold on, let me just people are asking me, they can't see me. Let me send people the link. People want to know what's going on. Wait.
I'm gonna flip to the Twitter and repost it on my Twitter as well, yeah?
Yeah. Wait, I've got to do this. Everyone knows this is a live show. We just do things in a live manner. But yes, where was I? I said I was about to big up the people in the dance already. Almost 500 people are listening.
They know.
Say that again, Spence?
They know what time of day it is.
Almost 500 people are already tuned in. We just start the show. We just said the magical words of dream it, believe, become it. But let me, as always, big up the first people in the dance. Motley Sport, Matty 1009, Callum AO. Wait. I gotta move this thing a bit more quicker. Wait. AO, leave it out, UK. 2020 Vision, Shegan Johnson, I see you, bro. Mr. E. Francis, boxing fan, Skyliner, the editor, Lee S, Edna. All these people were here yesterday. Yemi X, as always. Ping of the week, Al Kuya, Jermaine Williams, as usual. Mr. Daniel J. Boateng in the building. Let me see. Monty Singh's there, and thank you, Monty Singh, for the £2. Hi guys, just testing super chat. Has not been working. I don't know what that is. Eternity, James English, George Assis, Chrissy Blue 876, West Spencer Gun. Don't try to get out of it, mate. Get back in. Mickey Dub, Callum, Richard Burrows, CBC Boxing. The list goes on. Wait there. Barakas is there. He's back in the building from yesterday. He was there with almost the whole 6 hours live. Sorry, I'm using my fingers to show up the things instead of using this dry old thing. Invisible Cloak, Productions, Al Nasir, Philip Anza, Rams 1154. I can keep going. I can literally just keep going. I can keep going. But let me just start it like this. I got my flat. I'm sweating already, Spenny.
Well,
let me start it like this.
God.
Wait, let me start it like this.
And you can hear me all right.
This is a serious thing. Right. Where was I? After suffering defeat behind closed doors in 2020, November 28, versus Joe Joyce, the juggernaut, Jollof Joe, as we call him here on the Fighters, right? Daniel Dynamite Dubois was labeled a quitter. Again, came back, 3 victories, 1 included picking up the WBA World Heavyweight title against Trevor Bryan. That was in 2022, June the 11th. Again, at Tottenham Hotspur's Stadium, after suffering, let me just put the phone down. After suffering a torn ACL, being dropped in the first round 3 times, this young man that was labeled a quitter came back in the 3rd round and stopped Kevin Lerena. After, I want people to go and hold on. I don't even want people to go. Let me just Google what a torn ACL is. An ACL injury is an anterior cruciate ligament injury, occurs when the anterior cruciate ligament is either stretched, partially torn, or completely torn. The most common injury is a complete tear. I'm going to say that again. The most common injury, is a complete tear. Symptoms include pain and audible cracking. Are you listening to this? I'm going to say it again. Symptoms include pain and audible cracking sound during the injury, instability of the knee, and joint swelling. My young brother, Daniel Dubois, after being labeled a quitter in 2020, got up from that type of injury and stopped Kevin Lerena. Now, let me move forward. This man, you're still calling this brother, this young you, a quitter after all of this, which I just spoke about. Then, a few months later, August the 26th, 2023, he lost in a stadium fight against Alexander Usyk, the current undisputed heavyweight champion. Well, he's not now because he gave up the IBF title, but again, young Daniel Dubois, Dynamite Dubois, was labeled a quitter. And all you brothers that was out there, all you so-called boxing people that was calling this young man a quitter, show your face now. Come with the same energy. Come with the same thing what you lot was calling him before. Yeah? That was it. So again, losing by KO, calling him a quitter. But guess how this thing works? In Riyadh season, December 2023, the same boy who you have now twice called a quitter came back and broke up and stopped previously unbeaten Gerard Miller in the 10th and final round. But yet, you're still calling him a quitter. Then, June the 1st, 2024, he takes on formerly again unbeaten Flip Hrgovic, a man, whether you want to say so or not, that was previously ducked, dodged, and avoided.
Absolutely.
Nobody can't tell me zilch, because that is the factual evidence. But guess what? This young man that you called a quitter made the bogeyman quit. He took his will that I just made it look like it wasn't a quit. But really, we all saw. But then guess what? There's certain man that was sending me footage of how easily Daniel Dubois gets caught with the right hand. Certain man was sending me the footage. I ain't gonna call it because I ain't gonna call his name because this particular individual, we're just talking from a boxing perspective. Okay. Yeah. Tell him, and I'm hearing certain facts, so-called facts. It was in the region of 45 right hands in the opening 4 rounds. I think it was something like that. Yeah. But guess what? This young man that you labeled a quitter again ended up stopping the brother in the 8th round. But certain individuals now had another narrative to spin. This narrative now was, there is no way my young lion brother Anthony Joshua, there is no way the quitter, the so-called quitter, could take even, and I say it, 5 right hands from AJ. Because why? He had all of a sudden got this new team. He had all of a sudden become a rejuvenated, reborn AJ. Me, you all heard me say it's the same AJ. It's the same AJ. And if anything, he had evolved as a human being. But stop trying to big up man like you done something different. Because you never. AJ just looked within himself and made a change. And there were certain people that was around him that helped him feel like that. But I can't fall for that okie doke. I would never fall for that okie doke because I knew it was the same AJ. And everyone on The Fight Is Right can bear witness that I was saying that last week, Sunday. It's the same. Me and you was going back and forth. I said, bro, the thing I can't take is people saying there's some new AJ. And I said last week, go watch The Fight Is Right last Sunday. I said, when this fight is over, I want to see the same people come back with the same energy. And, you know, my brother Tony Bellew, I listened to him. He said, it ain't going to happen. Everything Daniel, the quitter, so-called quitter, can do, AJ can do it better. I heard it. I don't care. This is what was said prior to, in the event, actually. It was actually in the event. And, you know, he's just giving his opinion, his professional opinion. But guess what? I thought about 4 lineups of fighters, including Bud Crawford, including Dylan White. All of them was saying AJ is going to win. I don't want now everyone start flipping it and saying that, yeah, no, you never. Everyone said AJ was going to win. And he may well have won. But what I found wrong was the disrespect you gave from someone to someone who had just ruled out his story from 2020, and you, certain individuals, are still disrespecting the youth. Yeah, that's what I couldn't get over that. I'm like, you heard me last week, Spence. I'm like, hold on. I heard what you were saying, and I said to you, all right, cool. But I'm just telling you, supposing Daniel Dubois can take these right hands that, according to some experts, he couldn't take. I said it. I wasn't rude. I was no way rude. I said, supposing he can take it, can AJ take what he's got? And that was always the question for me. I never was disrespectful to anybody. I just simply threw out the question. What if Daniel can take this? What if? Just what if? Just what if? Now, the answers or the answers to those questions have been answered. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's not whether so much who's right or who's wrong, but what I urge people to do is think. Take a deeper look into records if you're a true boxing fan. And if you do that, you will see that Daniel Dubois, as I said last week, at the tender age of 27, as he was 27 this month, September, has not only been in deep waters, not only has suffered setbacks, but has overcome all of that. And if anyone tells me that Daniel Dynamite Dubois is not the fighter of 2024, get out of here. That's what I'm going to say. Get out of here. Just get out of here. Because, you see, bro, Big Ben is chiming. Big Ben chiming. So please, before we actually break down how this fight goes, what's next for both fighters, please, ladies and gentlemen, let us give a round of applause for the young IBF World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Daniel.
You got to. I'll give it up to him. That was...
Wow. Let's go.
When I came into the arena, that's why I tried to contact you when I was there, yeah? Because I said, I'm going to give you some insight in the life. But when you're in Wembley, you know, the Wi-Fi thing is mad.
I did say that.
Huh?
I said that when I phoned you, because remember, hold on, we got so much Snapchat already. Yeah, I did say that at the time because I knew the reception would have been bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, but go ahead, Spence.
Yeah, mate. Let me just say a big up to Brother Wakas as well. I've got to say a massive big up to Gold Star Spencer Brown. As you know, I hosted the Box Fest at Box Park. My voice is a bit croaky because of one thing. It was mad. Like, Roberto Duran was in the house. Tyson Fury was in the house. Derek Chisora was in the house. Amir Khan, Kell Brook, Ricky Hatton, Tommy Fury. It was mad. It was just so many. Conor Ben, Nigel Ben. It was so many people that came in.
That man moving like twins.
Huh?
That man was moving like twins with the same outfits on. Come on.
Yeah. I think it was DNG, but yeah, it was so good. Yeah, it was vibe, but it was very tiring. Also, big up Marlo Morris Foundation. I got to say thank you to Derek Chisora, because Derek Chisora got me 100 tickets to give out to the youths of the area.
Come on, big up there, boy.
So big up Derek. You know what I mean? Even though Derek tried to get a little bit cheeky with me, but that's another story for another day. But you know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? It's hard when you reach our age and we're still handsome, right? So, but I've got to keep this thing 100. I didn't see that coming, but when I went into the arena, there was something in the air to it, right?
Mm.
And let me tell you this, Auntie Josh is a beautiful human being who's done some beautiful things and some beautiful things with charity as well, like which we've done together. So I can't stop. I big up all of his team, KD, Michael Jarman, Benga, you know what I mean? And there's sometimes they're like, and it's not me taking away nothing from Daniel Dubois, because that was a fantastic performance. And the fact of the no nonsense in him, right? Like, here's my game plan. And you know when you throw the dice, he threw the dice from the first round. You know what I mean?
But Spence, was we really expecting anything different? Anyway,
no, I thought that it was going to be a little bit more tentative to think that this could go around. And he just threw caution to the wind. Props. And as you're talking about Fighter of the Year, right? Don Charles should be Trainer of the Year.
Yes, sir.
Don Charles should be Trainer. Who was it last year? Last year was Shane McGuigan when Ant got his award, yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes,
right.
Sir. When Ant won the Fighter of the Year or Fight of the Year.
100. Don Charles should be Trainer of the Year. I'm giving
yes, sir.
no beef with Don. Me and Don's cool. You know what I mean? I ain't got no beef with Ian Drewby or Daniel Dubois. So it's like, credit where it's due. I didn't see that one coming. At all, I didn't see that one coming. You know what I mean? And sometimes when you got a vested interest in your client with people, you know who I am anyway, Tim. But I didn't see that one coming. Because, go on.
No, listen, I gotta let you finish.
I did not see that one coming. And man saying about Tunde's taking me to Harrods to buy the humble pie, not Greg's. We don't go to Greg's. It's Harrods. In a Harrods humble pie.
Bro, you know me. Bro, we're going Greg's. I'm with the people. I ain't going Harrods.
Greg's, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm going Greg's.
Greg's is not halal, so I got one. Right. So yeah, props to what he did. That was a tyrannical performance. It was, and I want to know this. I think Ben Davis has been great for Anthony Joshua to be offensive, to recapture his offensive style, but you got to add defense in there, bro. You know what I mean?
No, well, I think we need to touch on this because I'm not. You see, you got to call, as they say, call a spade a spade.
Why do you have to say spade?
Because, well, that's the saying. Yeah. I said last week, yeah, when you were saying and bigging up the trainer, you know, again, people ain't going to say it, but I'm saying it. When we are throwing praise on trainers, what, as you always say, Spencer, is the body of work?
Right, you're listening, Tun. You're listening.
I'm always listening. What is the body of work? I'm actually going on record and saying AJ was better with Derek James. The AJ that I saw last night was defensively the worst AJ I've ever seen. And if you can prove me wrong, show me.
But what I'm saying is this, Tun. People are still...
And wait. I'm defending my brother. I want my brother to see, my young brother to see AJ. Because I said to you last week, I don't want nobody blowing smoke up AJ's ass. I said it as an uncle. I don't want nobody, because the thing about life is when you're surrounded by people that are starstruck, you can't get no good information. So
who do you think he's surrounded with that starstruck?
Well, that team, the whole team. The whole team. You heard it. It's not me. I'm just, all I'm doing is relaying the facts. Every interview that I saw with the fighters in the gym, oh, we're so happy and proud to have AJ around us. We're learning so much from AJ in the thing. I'm like, hold on, mate. You're not real fighters. Because real fighters ain't bigging up no next fighters. Because real fighters want to be the AJ. Real fighters and real trainers are there to discipline, not blow smoke up the young boys' head and ass.
I love Tun. That's the fighters you're talking about. The
fighter and the trainer, but ultimately we're talking about AJ.
What trainer?
Wait. Ultimately, we're talking about AJ and what benefits AJ. And I'm not going to follow the narrative like everybody who has influence in boxing that a trainer was better for him. When last night I saw the worst Anthony Joshua that has ever performed in a professional ring.
So what do you think?
And if I am not talking the truth, I'll urge everybody to go back and watch Anthony Joshua versus Dillian Whyte as an amateur. Go watch that fight, because 99% of you ain't doing the research, and you're not supposed to because you're not trainers, but I'm a trainer. Go back and watch AJ versus Dillian Whyte as an amateur on YouTube, and you will see a carbon copy of last night. Hands low, no defense, throwing hooks with one hook down, throwing even the first knockdown. It wasn't the fact that our young lion AJ, who everybody knows me, I will never say a bad word about Anthony Joshua. Yeah? But go watch it. Everybody's so focused on the fact that Daniel got hit with right hands. I'm saying, hold on, you're not looking at your own man. You need to look at, you need to focus on your own man. Because I'm telling you, if everybody was so focused on Daniel taking right hands, I can guarantee you my brother Don Charles was correcting that in camp. I can tell you this. This is fact. So again, I feel from a technical standpoint, AJ has been let down from a technical standpoint. And the only thing that kept him up for 5 rounds was that spirit, that Niger man heart. It's the only thing, Spencer, that kept AJ there for 5 rounds. Because if not, that fight would have done in the first round. So Uncle Tunde is telling you, I'm not asking you to leave nobody. I'm telling you, the first thing you do is you go back and even maybe check when you. Another thing is AJ is better when he's not at home. He's a better fighter when he's away from all of this because he can focus. He can focus. He's here in the UK. There ain't no focus. The guy is a celebrity. He's the biggest celebrity sporting star in the UK, bar none. There was no head movement. If you go and watch the watch along, which at check-in this morning was 17,000 people watched the watch along. Yeah? My watch along last night on my Jack Jones. Yeah? From the first round, I'm saying, Olan, where's the head movement? Where's the head movement? Where's the so-called technicality that the new AJ has got? Where? I saw it, Spencer. And I was waiting. No head movement. Hands low. The left hand was low. Sticking your tongue out to the crowd. What's that all about? You've, as I said to everybody last week, you said AJ is blessed. Obviously, that goes without saying. But I said to you last week or the week before, Daniel Dubois is also blessed. Do you remember that, Spencer?
Of course I do.
You remember that?
Of course I do.
Daniel Dubois is also blessed. I said it. I said you cannot say one man is blessed and another man isn't because you don't know the facts of the individuals personally. But because the reason why I decided to sit on the fence after saying that Daniel was going to win, that AJ was going to win, even though my view never ever changed, the first thing you came out my head was my original thought. I didn't want to upset anybody. And I said that because I had a closer view to Daniel Dubois than most people. I'm telling you, this was born to be a warrior. That's why when Daniel's saying, nah, you can't intimidate me, it's because he's a warrior. And I'm putting on record, no heavyweight. I want people to read into the lines. Any up-and-coming heavyweight do not fight from this country, from the United Kingdom. You best leave Daniel Dubois alone. Leave the brother alone.
You think so?
Leave Daniel Dubois alone. It's his time.
Tunde, what about Martin McCauley?
Who?
Martin McCauley.
Are you not listening to what I'm saying? I don't business because I don't business who it is.
I
Leave Daniel. I don't care about sparring. Again, we saw last night Willie Hutchison saying that he busts up Boatsy in sparring. You got Bracker. You got Bracker.
But
You
I'm
got
saying
Bracker. You got dropped 2 times.
something.
You got Bracker. I told man you weren't supposed to be there anyway. But we're not moving off of this subject.
Yeah.
I'm saying do not any UK heavyweight. UK heavyweight. I said it specifically.
He's not UK. He's based
on. Why are you mentioning him for? Why are you mentioning him for if he's not
because
UK?
it's not no anyway. So I'm saying Bacoli. What about Bacoli?
You don't listen to what I'm telling you. It's coming like you never listen to me. You do listen to me, but you never listen to me when it's on my boxing as a trainer. I always say to you on this show, I have not a bird's eye view. I have the view because I'm a trainer. And I'm telling you, based on what I have seen of Daniel Dubois, leave this you alone. This you is running the heavyweight division for the next 5 years minimum. I don't business. I'm saying that. Maybe I shouldn't say that because maybe that's like putting pressure on somebody's head that never asked for that pressure. But as I say,
when I looked at what he was doing,
yes,
I was greatly impressed with him.
No, right? What do you mean? But you should. But no, you shouldn't. Yeah, no, I shouldn't say you shouldn't be impressed. I shouldn't say you shouldn't be impressed. But what I'm saying is that you shouldn't be surprised.
Why?
You should not have been surprised.
Why?
I just went through a whole list of things.
Stop for a second.
All right, let me ask you this question.
Oh no, I'm listening to you half an hour, brother. The Hrgovic fight. My prediction was him to beat Hrgovic.
It was what?
Prediction for him to beat Big Baby Miller. These were fights I didn't see him losing. I saw him winning those fights. You know what I mean? I saw him winning those fights. He did win them. So it's not like they were not no surprises to me. This fight last night was a surprise to me.
What? But you said you had a knowledge, and I'm saying you may well be the knowledge. There's other. Wait. Listen, let me finish my sentence. I don't want you to take offense. I don't want you to take offense.
You said you're the knowledge.
No, listen, Ben. I don't want you to take offense. Ben, I don't want you to take offense.
Wait, why are you stopping? You said that you're the knowledge.
Yes.
So hold up a second. So if I'm 90% of the time spot on,
you see, this is what I'm trying to say. You never let me finish. That's what I said to you. Because I don't want you to take it the wrong way. Because I said you said you're the knowledge, and you are the knowledge. You are the knowledge. But what I'm saying is that the reason why it shouldn't be surprised is because you usually come with facts. Now, the question I'm asking you is, in your opinion, who has the better resume out of Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua?
Who has a better resume?
Yes.
Right now, it's still
going into the fight.
Going into the fight.
Yes.
Going into the fight, the resume is better for Daniel Dubois. Okay.
So again, that spot on answer. That was a spot on answer. And the reason for that is because he had the experience. He had fought the guys. He had an almost perfect KO ratio. I think out of the 22 wins, let me not misquote anything. Let me not misquote. You know, I'm not coming with no emotion. Out of 22 wins, he has 21 KOs, which now include Anthony Joshua. This should not have, and I'm including Alexander Usyk as well. I'm including him in that KO as well. But my brother from Ukraine said, "Don't worry, Daniel. You're young. Your time will come." And the time was yesterday, Spenny Rankin.
It was.
The time was yesterday. And I just want to put the record straight. straight that how dare you from today, anyone that calls Daniel Dubois a quitter, do not follow or come on The Fight Is Right, because you don't know boxing. You have no vision as to what is a fighter and what is not a fighter. And I'm saying, at the age of 27, when this young killer, licensed killer, just keeping it real, it's boxing. He is a baby, Spencer.
He is.
There was 7 years difference between AJ and Dubois last night. Anthony Joshua has been the flag bearer, the torch bearer for British boxing for over 10 years. And I'm not even saying, despite what I have said previously, it's even over. Because I still believe if AJ gets it right, I still believe he can be a champ. Now that might, I read Barry McGuigan saying AJ should retire.
He should. I think.
I heard Barry McGuigan saying that he can't take a shot on the chin and everything. But listen, it's so funny how people, and sorry, I'm not trying to, I'm again, Barry McGuigan's got a lot of fans. He was one time the darling of boxing. But what is so funny to me is that it's so easy to criticize someone whose shoes you have never walked in. These brothers are criticizing AJ, and none of them, I'm not talking about America, or I'm talking about right here, sir, right here, sir, in the UK. None of them has walked in AJ's shoes. None of them knows what it feels to have the pressure of a nation on your shoulders. So although I'm making and praising Dubois, I'm telling everyone, do not criticize the young gun AJ, because without Anthony Joshua, none of your wives and girlfriends would not even be watching boxing.
Let me tell you this now, yeah?
None of your wives and girlfriends and lady cousins will not be watching boxing. Mama Gemma and all these, what's her name? Emma Burton and all these people, all these women you will not be watching boxing.
So when I was leaving the arena, yeah, I didn't drive up there. I had to walk from there all the way to Neasden. There's a big crowd, everyone walked that way, all that to Neasden station. People were on the road. Black, white, Chris gal, young women, old women, walking down the road, crying.
But this is what I'm saying.
This is the impact that Anthony Joshua has had on British boxing. We are indebted.
And we have to respect it.
We're indebted to that man. We're indebted. Listen, that you bust boxing in the, don't get twisted. Him, Matchroom, Sky, that link up, that Trinity, it was massive. And like, at the end of the day, nobody, my voice is going to go shouting so much yesterday. Nobody can knock that or take that away from Anthony Joshua. And I'm telling you and everybody else who's listening, when people say his chin's gone, this, Barry McGuigan, I've seen what Barry McGuigan said. And like, I believe that Anthony Joshua can still come back. I really do believe it. I believe that he can come back, and I believe that Anthony Joshua can still be a world champion. I've said it. Now, people can say, no, this, that, and all the rest of it. I really do believe it. It's what he wants to do.
Yes. I mean, I'm not a person, I'm not taking back no talk. I said last night, I would like to see AJ walk away from the game. Now, because I feel that there's nothing left for him to do or prove. But
Why?
Wait. On further reflection, as I often do, I thought to myself, it's so easy for somebody. Yeah, it's so easy for somebody to tell someone to do something that they ain't doing. And I'm like, AJ's 34 years old. He's not old. He's actually young. George Foreman, Evander Holyfield, many others have gone on for longer than the age of 34 years. Yes, you can say they haven't been stopped, and yes, they weren't, they didn't, their chin wasn't as so-called soft as AJ, but this guy's already proven that miracles come true. And I feel that if AJ just tuned into The Fight Is Right every Sunday and listen to his uncles, that's all you need. That's all you need. That's what we need. And then, obviously, this is gladiator business. It's gladiator business. It doesn't mean because I'm saying it or because you're saying it means that you necessarily will win. But I just feel that either you go away from the UK and train, get away from the distractions, because nobody has an idea of the distractions that this young man has to deal with day in, day out. People were texting me and saying Daniel Dubois is like a robot. I'm saying no, brother. He's not a robot, or no, sister, because it wasn't just men that was texting me, it's girls. I said no. He is a fighter. There's no marketing. There's no marketing. When you get taught how to speak well, there's none of that business going on. I see people on X saying, we know Daniel's not controlling his Twitter account. It's quite obvious. I see that. He's not supposed to be controlling his Twitter account. How you like that one? He ain't supposed to. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. And this is why I said, when people were talking about certain things about occasions and, how it's going to get to him, never fighting in front of, let me just change it, because it was not 96,000, it was 98,000 now. But if you look at the ring walk of Daniel Dubois, you didn't see the thing I was talking about and cracking joke about in the live, where Daniel start looking left, right, like a man just done a move. Like he's in Peckham and he just done a move, looking left, right, up, down. Daniel's eyes was front and center. This boy was born to fight. And I'm telling you, the way that you say, going back to the trainer situation, the way that you prove, you see, I close my eyes like I'm in church. The way that you prove you have made a significant change to a fighter is the rate of improvement, the showing of improvement. No one is talking about my brother, Mr. Don Charles.
They are, man.
Nobody is talking about the fact.
They are.
Listen. Nobody is talking about the fact that even though after his first assignment losing to Usyk, it was actually Spencer that begged the father to stay with Don Charles.
Don't you know?
And after four fights.
I told this man.
Wait, Spenny Rankin. Wait, you know that we're on fire tonight. This is church. After four fights, Mr. Don Charles, who shed tears on The Fight Is Right, is now the trainer of the legitimate IBF world heavyweight champion, Mr. Daniel Dubois. And if not the public, or not so much the public, but the TV people do not want to go down to my gym. I don't know if those gym is still called my gym, because that's the Nigerian in him. You know, only a Nigerian name is gym, my gym. if the Sky, the TNT, the zone are not parked up outside Don Charles's my gym tomorrow morning, begging for interviews of the guy that I'm already texting, emailing, phoning, the chairman of the British Boxing Board of Control, or is he the chief secretary, Mr. Robert Smith, the general secretary, Mr. Robert Smith of the British Boxing Board of Control. There's no point having a ballot, a selection process to the winner of the Trainer of the Year. The Trainer of the Year,
absolutely,
is Mr. Don Charles.
Without a doubt, it's Don Charles.
The Trainer of the Year is Mr. Don Charles. The fighter of this year is Daniel Dubois.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
It's Daniel Dubois.
You know what?
So I didn't even finish. I didn't even touch on my real point. So when brothers are chatting about it's a new this, it's a new that, I don't hear people saying it's a new Daniel Dubois. I'm not hearing that. Or maybe some people said it, but I don't hear it loud enough. I don't hear the same or feel the same energy.
You're like to rant. That's not true. Everybody is saying since Don Charles has been in the improvements in Daniel Dubois. Everyone, you're not online.
No, Spence, you're right. I'm not on it, but everybody, but if it is powerful enough, I will hear it.
Well, no,
yeah? So the point what I'm saying is, wait, Spinny Rankin. I've got wait. You know, I'm saying a lot so that I can listen to you.
Don Charles should be credited for that. And
say that again, bro.
Don Charles should be credited for that. He's made massive improvements. And I was saying, remember when he came on the show? Originally, when he didn't come on the show. We did the show, me and you, that Daniel Dubois has got new trainer. Remember? Because I told you, and they said, right, we have to bust this. Daniel Dubois is working with Don Charles. And I was saying, I believe it's suited because I believe that Don Charles will relate to Daniel Dubois. They even down to the rhythm and everything.
Sorry, Spence. I've got 21 super chats to call out. Okay, don't worry. I'm going to call out the super chats. Carry on, Spence.
Go on.
Carry on. No. I want you to carry on. Right. The super chats are there. I'm going to call out every single one of them.
Originally, when Daniel Dubois got beat by Usyk and they was going to get rid of him, you just told people, and I did. I literally begged for his job. Right? I was saying, no, it don't work like that. It goes like you're going to see the best Daniel Dubois after 4 fights. You know what I mean? You need time to settle in. He just put in a wonderful performance against Usyk. That was still a great performance because we saw what Usyk went on to do to Tyson Fury. Do you know what I mean? They've stayed there and it's just gone on and they've got that reward. And there's some other things that happened last night. I'll tell you we were off camera, right?
Yeah. I hear that.
So like I'm saying, it's happened for him. I've never ever begrudged Don Charles, Ian Druby, or even Daniel Dubois. Never ever. But you know me. And right? And what I say, I stand on. And I say,
Sven, can I just say something? I hear what you're saying. But I'm telling you, the only reason why you're saying that is because he's won against AJ now. That's where the big ups are coming from. No. Because he's won. Going into the fight, wait, Spenny. Going into the fight, we weren't hearing Don Charles. We weren't hearing it, Spence. So let's be honest.
You was, man. You weren't listening.
You was hearing it on The Fight Is Right. You was hearing it on The Fight Is Right. It was not spoken about.
Not true.
Enough.
Well, maybe
you're starting your thing again. You're starting your thing. Bro, don't tell me that Charles, when even now after this fight here,
was from the own camp. The own camp, the Dubois weren't singing those praises because they weren't mentioning it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Let me pull you up again. Before I pull you up again, let me bring up the Snapchats. Let me pull you up again. Let me bring up the Snapchats. Because we have to talk this thing. Thank you, Monty Singh, for the £2. Hi guys, Tessinder's super chats has not been working. Yeah, I think I did say that. Duttigyal, thank you for the £2. Tunde, take it easy on my brother Spencer. Laugh out loud. Lady Chan, Miss Still, what she said? Miss Still forward regardless. Truth will be heard. Oh, tight Lady Chan. Thank you for the $1.99, sweetie. Skyliner, the editor. I'm expecting Spencer to shamelessly deny everything and claim he was right all along. Thank you for the peas. Wait. Bernard Kodea, thank you for the £5. The whole world is watching this pod. Spencer is a problem. I should be putting these up in it. That's what the Snapchat's all about. Okay, so let me just put that one first. Monty Singh, Dottie Gyal, Lady Chan, the lovely Lady Chan, Skyline and the editor. Okay, we just said that. So let's move on. Bernard Kodea, thank you for the £5. The whole world is watching this podcast. Spencer is a problem. The size game, thank you for the $1.99. Spencer looks stupid and Tunde is a genius. Humbled. All right, cool. Say nothing. I'm not. It's still my brother. I don't in everything. This is just a fight, and everyone's got an opinion. Calvin T. Thank you for the £2. Judge is strong. I told you, bro. People don't forget this is internet. Nothing goes away. Thank you, Jermaine Williams, for the £5. He says, I knew from the ring walk that things was gonna go wrong for AJ. DDD played a big tune, and I was like, Ross, Daniel is on smoke. Oh, tight, Jermaine Williams. Anton Lawrence, thank you for the $4.99. He says, looking forward to this one. Tunde and Spence, Joshua has carried boxing for time. Sad to see that last night, but Daniel is ready for Usyk now. Echoing what I said. I didn't like to see my brother there, my young brother there last night. What's this? Bent Zen, thank you for the £5. Those of us who have been saying for years AJ has no chin and had fed fighters to build his career feel vindicated today. Well done, Dubois. No. I would again. I'm gonna touch on things like this. But thank you for the £5, and everybody has an opinion. Thank you for yours. Objective Incision, thank you for the £5. He says, no son should bear the iniquities of his father. So may DDD enjoy his victory, and may God deal with any black magic practitioners separately. Okay. I hear you. Deep Random Thinker, thank you for the $1.99. Put some respect on the final boss, Alexander Usyk. No, sir. Last night, today is Daniel Dubois. This ain't about you. This is not Usyk's time. Usyk's time was the other month. This is DDD. You hear me? Thank you, Charlene. Thank you for the $1.99. She said Frank put the juju on Matchroom. Okay. I hear what you say, but there's no opinion from me. But thank you for your donation all the same. Thank you to this bloody thing. Thank you to Mind, the lovely, the beautiful Mind Mastery Strategist, £9.99.
Come on.
You know how many cola bottles that is? You know how many cola bottles? Remember cola bottles used to be 1p, you know?
Bro.
Anyway, my exact type on September the 1st on this show was, I love AJ. However, I believe Daniel Dubois will win under Don Charles. Well done. Well, you were spot on, sweetie.
Carlos.
Thank you, Carlos, for the 23.99 euros. AJ has never been flatlined like that. That was a scary KO. Dubois tore the script that was built for AJ in Wembley to become a free-time. Again, the reason why I'm pausing because, anyway, in Wembley to become a three-time world champion, the Dubois family name is cemented in boxing history now. So what? AJ's name ain't cemented in boxing history as well. Oh, come on, man. You gotta be, you gotta balance, weigh things up. Nobody, no king could last forever. It just don't make sense. That's not fair. Everybody has their time, and you move forward. I'm bringing the next warrior. Bobby Wright, thank you for the $4.99. He said, everyone hit the like button. There's a lot of people watching right now, almost 2,000. AJ got it wrong. Hold on, what's this? Thank you, Bolts, for the $4.99. AJ got it wrong. I don't feel he had the fear factor he had against Ngannou. Left hand was down. Body work non-existent. He paid the price. Hats off to DDD. Monty Singh, thank you for the £20. He said, watch the fight with my 14-year-old who's boxing now. He's a big AJ fan and doesn't get how AJ threw a uppercut with hands down and no left hand up. Getting KO'd reminded me of Marquez knocking out Pacquiao. Fundamentals lost, man. And what I would encourage you to tell your son, and this is coming from Tunde Ajayi, a trainer of a world-class boxer. Boxing is the easiest sport to talk about, but it's not the easiest sport to do. I'm going to say it again. Tell the 14-year-old young brother. Boxing is the easiest sport to talk about, but it ain't so easy to do. Everyone could sit in the comforts of their home with digestive biscuits and a cup of tea and say he should have thrown the left hook, he should have thrown the jab, he should have thrown the uppercut. Yeah, everyone can say that. I can say that. But when you're faced with another person in front of you, there's a lot that goes on in that squared circle. But, it's all education and, there's lessons to be learned from every situation. Thank you, Size Game, for the $1.99. Why be a pro boxer if you're scared and avoid Dubois? See, I'm saying these things, but again, it's not about...
He was scared.
Skylander Edda, thank you for the £5. Kudos to Spencer for building the parallel narratives. That's very important. Spin selling was masterful. Marketing agencies, no doubt, will reach out to the cheeky rascal. See, not everyone's looking at you. Not everyone's looking at you in a bad light. My mastery strategist again. A favorite saying: hocus pocus. But most of all, focus. Thank you, Jay, for the £10. None of AJ's recent opponents addressed his issue of letting his hands go in a threat of getting hurt. AJ has been a great ambassador, but not being as invested in him since his Lennox clown comment. Again, Jay, never judge someone on a journey. Never judge someone on a journey, regardless of how old they are, because you don't know what people are going through at the time. And it's down to the individual to look within himself and say, you know what? It was something stupid I said. I'm sure you've said things that you're not happy about and wish you never said them. So if that was the case, it is the case. But anyway, sorry, Spence, let's finish this. Almost finished. Sorry. Almost finished. Nebraska Osman, thank you for the £5. Say what you want about AJ. He never got teeth by Don King. I don't know. Don King's old enough now. He's too old now. Let's not talk about Don. He's moved. Then again, Bob Arum's old as well. Thank you, Miss Ringside, for the $9.99. Can we speak about the fact that DDD has not given thanks to Don Charles. No gratitude pre-fight or post-fight. What is really going on, Spencer? You see, this is what I'm saying to you. And I actually say that to me, it doesn't really matter because you know what? I'm giving Don credit.
No,
I'm
but
giving it.
I don't care about that. Go back to there, but you don't care about that. Obviously, they did. I mean, Miss Richardson, what happened yesterday, the youths then from the 13th round, yeah?
Yes.
Asked a question about, like, props in Don, to which another member of the Dubois team jumped in and cut that question.
Another who, sorry?
Another member from the Dubois team jumped in and cut the question. Like, move on.
Oh, wow.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Right?
Oh,
Even though, yes, Tunde Ajayi is props in Charles. Yes, you heard me the day of the weigh-in. I was props in Don Charles, and I said, Don, if you think that anything was being besmirched to you, I apologize because it's not to you. You know what I mean? That's another story for another day. Nothing to do with Don Charles. You know what I mean? Okay. Don Charles, I've been 12 years old too. So,
say that again.
I was saying that I did an interview on Boxing King Media.
No, I heard that part. It's just your last part of your sentence.
All right. So I'm saying, don't think that anything is aimed at you.
Okay.
So it is what it is when you're in the heat of battle and everything else. I must have to say that the ones that studiously picked Daniel Dubois to come out victorious, EJ Boxing Live, I got a shout at them man there, right? Danny Glover, right? From Fight Fan TV. He was like Daniel Dubois hard, right? And Peter McDonough. They were the only ones that I said who shouted out hard for Daniel Dubois. Right. But originally, Tunde, until I started to use my lawyer brain, but Tunde, and you see your first prediction, always go with it. Because that's what's coming from your real solace. Tunde was saying that if he fights Anthony Joshua, going to beat him. Right? To me, that's a disrespect. But you were right. And I'm not wrong. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is, it means nothing to me to say, you know what I mean? But, and also, you know, that on certain things, I have an over vested interest in Anthony Joshua. Because of the relationship that I got with him. I got a lot of love in my heart for Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? Anthony Joshua has never shown me no disrespect. Even when the clown comment with Lennox Lewis and me went back and forth, we didn't speak for 1 year. You know what I mean? And then he phones me out of the blue and said, Unks, when he was getting the pressure, when he went on the Black Lives Matter march, man phoned me up, Unks, you're real, you know? Then he left a message on the phone, but I got to this day. I said, I will never delete that message. Listen, I'm saying this because we've gone over the hour, but I'm saying this. I'm going to talk to Anthony. I do not want to see Anthony Joshua retire because I'm saying that energies don't lie. And when Don Charles was saying this fight was spiritual to me, yeah, certain man deal with the spirituality.
You know what? Let me stop you there. Forget about that kind of talk today. We're not going in that talk. We're just talking. We're talking boxing, Spence. Let's just talk boxing.
I am talking about the indomitable spirit of you being a human being.
Okay, I hear that.
When I saw them man in the ring, yeah, Don Charles, all of them, the dad, Karen Farrell, Ian Drewby, them man was coming to fight, man, you know. The whole team.
What do you think they was coming to do, Spence? Dance?
No. They weren't shook on the occasion to me. They were coming to fight.
It's supposed to be, bro. It's a fight.
Tony, stop.
It's a fight.
Tony.
It's a fight. This is anyway.
Let me finish my talk.
Okay, sorry.
When I looked in the other corner, Tony, they look shook.
Okay, I hear that. But this is the team that's remodeled him, though.
No, you know what? This is what I'm saying to you. Yeah, they did look shook, right? But I'm not knocking Ben Davison and the work that he's done. You know what I mean? With Andy Joshua, right? At all, because it's easy to shit on people when things go wrong.
Can I just take you back to a few weeks ago, Spencer? Because I listen to you and I always respect you. That's why I call you the knowledge, because I feel that you are the knowledge. But sometimes there's a scripture that I always remember, or let's say a proverb. Remind for reminding is good. Have you ever heard that?
Of course I've heard that. It's in the book of Proverbs. Go on.
Come on. Remind for reminding is good. Can I just remind you that you, the knowledge, Spencer Fearon, said here live on The Fight Is Right, that if Dubois was to lose, Don Charles would be sacked.
Yep.
And I asked you the same question. Wait, man, why are you interrupting me? Why are you interrupting? I just let you talk. I said nothing. Can I just remind you, you said if Daniel Dubois was to lose, he would sack Don Charles. And I threw the same question at you. If AJ was to lose, would AJ sack Ben Davison?
And I said no.
And you said no. I'm going to leave that there. That particular point.
And I'm saying
I'm going to leave that particular point.
I still don't believe that AJ will sack Ben Davison.
Cool. Say nothing.
Right.
TC, thank you for the £5. Not going to lie. I thought AJ would come out in the first round and smoke. But he left the barbecue at home to us. Jermaine Phillips, thank you for the £5. Daniel, oh wait there, this thing here. Sorry, people. Daniel didn't even mention Uncle Don Charles. This seems to be a prevalent comment from a lot of people.
It is.
Wait. Daniel didn't even mention Uncle Don Charles on live TV when he was asked how he won the fight. He only mentioned his family. Well, what I will say about that, Jermaine, family is first. And you got to remember, even if you look at the fight, Don Charles is definitely appreciated by the Dubois family. I can tell you that for a fact. But what you got to remember is, one, you said it's his family. But two, you're talking about a young man who has a father that has stuck by him, drive him up and down the country, told him what to do, what to eat, what time to go bed, what distractions he must stay away from. That's all he knows. So that's who he's thanking first. And why wouldn't you thank your family first? And if we're not doing things for the camera, you got to understand this, bro. We're not always doing things for the camera. There's certain individuals that are doing things for the cameras. And when the team is by themselves, it's not always words. Actions speak louder than words. And the fact that Don Charles was in the corner with the IBF heavyweight champion of the world, I'm sure Don will tell you that's all the thanks that he needs. So that's how I address that. But thank you for the £5, brother. Leah O. Leah O. Wait. Sorry. Congrats to DDD last night. 95,000 of 96 fans last night. Actually, it was 98, Leah. We're there for AJ. He is still the biggest draw in the division. AJ will come back. A sentiment echoed by many, including our own Spencer Fearon. Andy Grows Food, thank you for the $9.99, bro. He says, great show as always, guys. I'm sure I speak for many when I say thanks for so much positivity and energy that you guys put out there. Thank you, bro, and thank you for the
You know,
999. I really do appreciate.
Bro, he's on Twitter, and not on
Who's
Twitter,
that?
but he's also on Instagram. Yeah, big
Okay.
up.
Oh, the same guy, yeah. Sorry, that's his name. Andy goes through. Yeah. Big up Andy goes through. I think he's DM me a few times. Thank you, Saint, for the £5. Spence, can you clarify your intent in bringing personal information about Dubois' dad? No, not on the fight is right. Dubois' dad on the fight week. Did you consider it might sabotage the camp?
No.
Thank you for the £5, Saint, but Tunde Ajayi is saying we will be speaking nothing about that situation. We are only talking about boxing. We are only talking about the fight. We are only taking opinions on the fight, game plan, strategies, things about fighters moving forward. We are not talking none of that stuff that was in the build-up for fight week. I'm saying that. Thank you, my Mastery, for the £5 again. My Mastery's paying this month's mortgage. Thank you, love. Yeah, she said, when you know yourself, you don't need a thank you. There you go. Don Charles, I'm guessing, is more focused on the win. Boom. Exactly. Those who know that. They know that. That's what I said. I tweeted today. Humility is the biggest asset one can attain in life. And I think Don Charles has shown that. And he's been rewarded for his loyalty and for his integrity thus far. And I'm going on record on saying no one deserves it more than my brother Don Charles. Nidra Gupta, thank you for the 999. I'm really passionate that both you brothers should not be silenced, cancelled, or forced to have your videos removed. Knowledge and integrity builds legacy. Greed and ego, a man shall fall on his own sword. No one ain't getting cancelled. No one ain't getting silenced. We ain't put it out there. None of our videos ain't been removed unless it's us removing it. So don't worry about that. We're all good. This is what I'm saying. We're not talking things that put our channel in jeopardy. We've got a moderator backstage, and we've got this black finger that is ready to block any nonsense that comes on the screen. So, bro, don't worry about none of that. Thank you, Alert Stillness, for the 999. AJ didn't just lose, he made any rematch impossible. Who is next in the top 10 that can give a fight? AJ can't keep blaming the trainers.
Well, he hasn't blamed the trainer.
I haven't heard that yet. I must admit.
I
think that was the last one. Yeah. So let's go back on the live. Go on, Spence. That's all the Snapchat. Yes.
And what happened in the fight. So no one can't turn around. So he can't keep on blaming the trainers because nobody hasn't blamed any trainer, right? And I'm saying this.
He did say he could kick off right now, but he's not gonna. He did say that in the ring. I don't know what that meant, but
in the ring,
he did actually say that.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
what I'm saying is this: I'm not knocking none of Andy Joshua's team because nobody wasn't knocking the team when he's banging out Francis Ngannou. Nobody wasn't banging. No one saying. So all of a sudden now the team, Ben Davison, Barry Smith, and who's the little video man they got as well? What's his name?
Me, I don't know.
I forgot. I don't know that. Right? Because I've never met him. Right? Nobody wasn't saying that. So I don't think nobody should say anything. What happens is this thing's called boxing. Just like when someone said, "Oh, well, what would you say if AJ was to lose?" I would say, "This is heavyweight boxing. What do you mean? Like wow, do you know what I mean? This is heavyweight boxing." But what I am saying to people is this: the real championing factor, because I've got a dust now, because I've got work to do. Right?
Okay.
The real championing factor is to champion life. Are you championing life? Are your well-being good? Are you looking after your family? Do you know what I mean? Are you loving and being loved by your loved ones? That is the real thing. Well, sometimes we get twisted on this thing because there are lessons to be learned in supposing coming second best. Do you know what I mean? But if you give your all in the time when you are going out, you haven't come second best. You know what I mean? You haven't. You gave it your all. You won.
Well, that's a very philosophical.
No, won.
Wait, Spence.
Hold up. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I've seen all the memes and all the people like.
See, I don't watch none of that nonsense.
Look, but I'm telling you, I'm on timeline. If looking for you, see, right? I'm saying to you, you're not really a social media person, right?
Yeah.
I'm seeing all the memes and all the laughiness. So I'm telling people this now. There are certain times that certain things can happen to you. You believe that you're being buried, Anti-Joshua, maybe it's a realization that you're being planted. Anti-Joshua is a highly successful man, a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. When I sit down and think, I've seen heavyweights come out of this country who are technically better than Anthony Joshua and haven't won no world titles. Right?
Of course, we know it. I mean, listen, I don't think anyone would disagree with you there, Spence. I don't think anyone would disagree with you. I just, we're talking about the future.
Right.
We're talking about the future.
So I'm saying again, and it's not the greatest reasons why I'm saying what I'm saying. Anthony Joshua should not retire. Right?
Okay. Yes.
Joshua should go away and reflect. Because like I'm saying, there's many times when you believe that you're being buried, you're actually being planted. And like when people are trying to defecate on you, you need to take that defecation and use that as your manure to grow your garden. That is my final say on the whole thing.
Yes.
But
I feel
congratulations
on that.
Congratulations to Dubois and to Don Charles. And I'm not begrudgingly saying it either, because I've got nothing but love in my heart for Don Charles. Right? Absolute congratulations. You know why? Because I'm a boxing fan. And what I saw yesterday was excitement, was drama, was controversy, was deep. It was amazing to be at.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, as I said, it's very easy to say that he should retire, and very easy for known boxing people to say that he's this, he's that, he's that. But ultimately, the decision lies with AJ. I personally think that he still can be greater than what he already is. It's just all about adjustments and how long the fire burns in you to keep on, in his own words, as he says, rolling the dice. Because, I'm a firm believer of when a man tells you you can't, you must use everything that's inside of you to prove to yourself first that you can. And that's it. There has to be inner motivation, and then we get to the reality of it, which is the technical standpoint. And again, it's not a brush on any trainer, but I'm saying it, bro. I'm saying it.
What are you saying?
The same energy that we was talking about, you can't just talk it. I've got to see it. And
you've lost me. What energy?
The energy in terms of his improvement. You think I'm forgetting about that? I ain't forgetting about that. I'm not forgetting. I'm going to keep chatting about that.
Why?
I'm talking about the technical standpoint. I'm talking about this technical standpoint, and the fact that I was told, and I kept on hearing in my ears, that this new AJ is better. And I'm saying that, yes, he's won, but I don't see the improvement. And you couldn't, because he had subpar opponents in front of him. So when you have subpar opponents, you're looking for the technical, even though you know you're supposed to beat these guys. Let's get it right. Ngannou had one professional fight and was getting a payday. He's an old boy. How old is Ngannou? How old is Ngannou, Spence?
I disagree.
How old is Ngannou?
Ngannou is older than is older than Samuel Ajayi.
How old is Ngannou? Yeah. Also, Wallin, didn't AJ beat him 3 times as an amateur?
Who?
Wallin.
Yeah, but this one saying you're dissecting.
No. I just want direct answers.
He beat 3 times as an amateur.
Okay. So the point is that it's very difficult to see the true improvements, and knowing that you can't be just saying, and I quote, we're just bringing the old AJ back. The old AJ had previously lost Hold on. Let me get this right. Because today's show is all about facts. Oh, what's going on here? Well, where's the schedule? I don't know what's going on, Spence. I need to get these facts. No, we don't get we want the results. How come the results are not coming straight up on BoxFit? Usually it does. All right, I gotta type in names. Yeah. This is what I'm trying to say. People like just talk and repeat the same thing. Oh, let's not reinvent the wheel. Bro, a man come to you to reinvent the wheel. A man came to you to reinvent the wheel. Right, no, I'm putting it.
Are you trying to say that AJ should leave his trainer?
No. I'm saying I just wait. Don't try to put words in my mouth because I already said I'm not saying that he should leave his trainer.
So what
I did say that, bro. You see, I got AY's name so much in my head. I've typed AY for the last 3 times on Boxing. J. Joshua. Okay. So okay. So prior to last night, AJ had lost 3 times. Twice against the same man and once against Ruiz. So if you're bringing back the same AJ, if you're bringing back the old AJ, you're bringing back someone who's lost 3 times.
No, they're saying the old AJ. They're not talking about the AJ. They're talking about the AJ. This is what you're saying. They're talking about the AJ prior to the losses. That's what you're talking about. So.
Oh, bro, that's what I'm trying to say. This is like some flipping monopoly business. You just make it up as you go along. You just make this thing up as you go along, and that's what I don't like. It's just making it up as you go along. Listen, if it was Don Child there last night in that position, he would be getting, bro, the whole boxing fraternity would be killing that brother.
Who?
Done. If the shoe was on the other foot last night, this is why I pre-thought when I asked you on the show, if the same thing was to happen, what would be the case? And you've now had. The difference is this, because you know we like a little more controversy. The difference is this.
Is there favoritism on one side?
The difference is this. Don Child has had 4 fights to show the improvement in Dubois, and in those 4 fights, he's become the world heavyweight champion. That's how you know if a man's making an improvement.
Yeah.
That's how you know if a man's making an improvement. So I'm agree with you. Everything. AJ should not retire. But the team need to say we need to check ourselves again because everything's about reevaluating.
Check ourselves. What? No, Tunde.
I said that again, bro.
You said the team needs to check themselves for what?
No. Wait, you never let me finish. I said need to reevaluate and iron out the technical deficiencies. And after we do that, it's a fight. You can't be making basic errors at the elite level.
Okay.
If you're gonna lose a fight, you're gonna lose a fight because you know what? It was just a tough fight. You don't want to lose a fight because your hand is all down on the floor. You're sticking out your tongue. From the minute AJ stuck out his tongue, when he went back for the first time he stuck out his tongue, he should have gone back to that corner, and the corner said, "Bro, what are you dealing with? This ain't no funfair business. This brother's looking to take your head off. You're there sticking out your tongue, bro. Get on with this thing." It's different if it's Bud Crawford sticking out your tongue, because when Bud Crawford stick out his tongue, you know that he's coming to bruck you up. But you can't be getting. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, these are the little minor details that need to be looked at, and then after, again, it's down to AJ. I mean, I'm repeating myself here. It's down to AJ. But listen, Derek Chisora has lost maybe 14, 15 times. Who would have thought that after he got KO'd by David Haye at Upton Park, that he would still be here stopping Joe Joyce, who was the WBO interim heavyweight champion. So it's a man's will, it's a man's spirit, it's how a man feels or what he has left. And then it is down to those that are around him, that care for him, to say, you know what, bro, we've had a good run. You know, listen. But because you know the fighter is never going to admit it. Hardly ever in the sport of boxing has a fighter admitted that it's time to go. Hence the words of Floyd Money Mayweather, Pretty Boy Floyd. I choose to retire from boxing. I will not let boxing retire me. And that's what I want for AJ. I don't want boxing to retire him, because guess what? There's always going to be a fight in the horizons. What more can AJ do? Or what more you need to, someone needs to ask me that. The guy's done everything. The guy's an ambassador. The guy's still coherent. For me, that's the most important thing. The guy's still coherent. The guy's still, after a loss, done a post-fight interview.
I've got a bounce.
All right, cool. There's so much more we can talk about. Bolts, thank you for the 99. Don showed defensive improvements for Dan against Hergovich Miller. Ben gave AJ his edge and belief back. This isn't about trainers. He was caught hurt early, and the game plan went out the window. Thank you for that, Mr. Bolts. Duke Alexander, thank you for the 35 ZAR. AJ at least another 100 million to make. That's enough motivation for him to come back as a version 3 of AJ. Remember, AJ Fury is still massive. Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say. There's always going to be fights. Gupta, thank you for the 499. Finger of David Ali. Haha, AJ is class act. He'll be back. Usyk is just on a level on his own. Dubois versus Parker is one to watch. Shake my head at Arsenal today. Pterodactyl, thank you for the £10. Ben is overrated. No one credited Derek James by the time he got to Ben. He was confident and sharp. AJ needs an experienced trainer. I never was for Ben. Again, these are all valid points. As long as there's no more Snapchats, we can even do a part 2 of this. Oh, well, there's still more Snapchats. People are providing today. Size game, thank you for the 199. Spencer says AJ don't retire.
How many people in the chat, sir?
Say again?
How many people in the chat?
1,676.
Ross,
a lot of people. Spence says AJ don't retire. How many times rebuilding? As much times AJ feels he can do it, I guess. Monty Singh, thank you for the £5. AJ can come back. Ben Davison can sort it some way. Don Charles brought DDD back after the Usyk loss. It's boxing. Simple. Let's not forget he rocked DD as well. Very, very true. Sugar Ray, thank you for the £5. Hi, gentlemen. Do you think that Joseph Parker could be the next fight for Daniel? Joseph has improved from his losses also. Again, fact. Who would have thought Joseph Parker would be where he is after the KO to Joe Joyce? So, again, Spencer, we're both saying the same thing. It's all about AJ and how he feels. Tunde is absolutely right about the trainer. And I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying, don't be saying these things. It's time now to look. And I think that might be, oh no, there's more Spence. You can't run away when money's there coming true. Tunde, the tongue thing, I think is instinct when he's hurt. He did it versus White, Ruiz, and even Vlad when he was out on his feet. Might just be a habit. Not all habits are good, but I hear that. I definitely hear that. I definitely hear that. Jamie, professional, old-type J. Biggest problem is the fighters are being taught right in... biggest problem is the fighters are being taught right in the early stages of their career. By the time they get to elite level, it's too late. That is a very, very good point. And Jamie's a trainer of young prospect Kyle Davis. I don't really call him a prospect now. He's ready for some titles. Ben is a garbage trainer. Thank you, Mr. Big. Mr. B.
Go on, read that.
You got to go in it. You got to go.
No, I know, but keep on. Ben is
a garbage trainer, but the real issue is AJ, look how constantly he changes trainers. Watch him change trainer again. All I'm doing is Snapchats, I'm not even reading no comments, but people have to have their say. Justin T, thank you for the 199.
How all of a sudden is Ben Davison a garbage trainer?
But this is what I'm trying to say. People just move with the wind.
Yeah.
People move with the wind. That's what I'm saying. I'm never saying I'm never saying, but people move around. This is why I'm static. I'm static. I'm not blowing no smoke up at no one. I'm like, and ask anyone that train, which is only 2 people. They can have the greatest day in the gym, yeah, or fight. Even more importantly, a fight. That day, I will be bigging them up. One, they will not. Joe Kadua, AY will bear me witness. I will not stop praising them. You see the next day, Spencer. I don't care what you done the day before. This thing is constant improvement while you're a pro, and that's what it's about. So you know, I don't know. I'm not there, so I can't really give that. But I'm saying, I just feel that it's about constant improvement. But everyone's always gonna have an opinion, and that's why the individuals have to be strong-minded, and that's why AJ has shown that with everything that he's gone through, he continues to show himself that he's strong-minded. It's just that, unfortunately or fortunately, boxing is a game which has a cumulative effect, which is very, very damaging. And one cannot keep on just going to the world. That's what my personal opinion is. But for now, I still feel like there's life left in AJ. There's so much more we can touch on, Spence. We've been on for 90 minutes. Is there anything else?
No.
Yeah,
I've got class to do too.
Oh, you got class to do. This is what I'm trying to say. You can go. I'll stay on for another 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I don't mind.
But all I'm saying on this is like, thank you for everyone who supported our show from its inception.
Yes.
I mean, from another moment, Bob Tunde Ajayi. Thank you for the debates. Do you know what I mean?
It's been a good show. Lady Chan says stay on. Because you know what? There's so much people want to talk. We've got to talk on this thing here. We've got to talk on this because there's so much people that love AJ. There's so much people that love AJ. And I guess everybody wants the best for him. But again, we don't want to make the narrative all about AJ. We got to big up Dubois. And if you're going to stay, you can stay. But one of the main questions, Spence, one of the main what do you say? You want to say something?
I said, no, go on.
No. One of the main questions I wanted to ask you is, what next for AJ and what next for Daniel Dubois?
For me, be honest, for Daniel Dubois, I would like to see him versus Joseph Parker. I think that's a good fight. It's a credible fight. It's a very, very credible fight. And I'd also
but I heard there's a rematch clause. I heard there's a rematch clause.
And Eddie Hearn's saying that he wants to administer the rematch clause. He wants to activate it.
Okay.
And I agree with you, Tunde. Man's going to think I'm crazy. I think that AJ should take the rematch.
Yes.
I do.
Yes. Me too.
Take the rematch.
And as a fan, I want to. And I feel that AJ has shown when he's lost, he's always come back better. He's come back better. I must admit that when AJ's lost, he's come back better. Even in the Usyk rematch, he was better than the first one.
Right.
After the Andy Ruiz stoppage, when people were saying the same thing, you see, this is why you can't really be choosing sides in this thing. And again, why I wanted to stay neutral in this particular fight, even though we know who I picked from the start. Yeah, is because what's good for one is not always good for the other. But AJ has been stopped before, come back. A better fighter. You understand what I'm saying? He got stopped by Ruiz, regained his title. Lost against Usyk, didn't regain the title, but come back a better. He's now been beaten by Dubois. And who are we to say that he cannot come back even better? I think he can. I think you're right. I think the rematch definitely is, because he's a young man that can look at within himself and say he knows what he needs. And but my advice is, whether you're with the same trainer or not, that you need to go away, because he's just too big to stay here and focus properly. You get what I'm saying? It's like Marvin Hagler used to say, I'm going away to war. I'm going camp for war. Lennox Lewis is gone. because there's so much weight on his shoulders. That's just my personal opinion. I might be wrong. Some fighters are good at home. Joe Kazagi never left nowhere. Joe Kazagi staying in the shed. You see what I'm saying? Some fighters can deal with it, but Joe Kazagi didn't have to deal with the pressure Anthony Joshua deals with day in, day out. So, as much as we all are giving our opinions, who bears the cross, who carries the cross, knows how it feels. So, that's what I would say about that. So, AJ, you're saying a rematch. Daniel, you're saying Joseph Parker. Yeah. I would like to say that I would like to see a kind of revenge thing, a revenge tour.
You know what? Do not be surprised if Derek Chisora doesn't end up fighting Daniel Dubois.
Derek Chisora fight Daniel Dubois.
Don't be surprised to me.
Nah, I'm not going to be surprised because it ain't going to happen.
You know, okay, remember I'm telling you now.
I do remember what you told me. You know I do remember what you told me.
No. You know why? Because he just come off a really good win against Joe Joyce, right? And I believe that they're thinking, well, we want to keep him active, and they'll give him Derek Chisora. Because that fight
that means you don't like Derek Chisora to even put Derek to even put that out there. Derek Chisora, and firstly, Don Charles, I don't believe will never agree to that.
Yeah, mate, I'm just saying. Don't be surprised if that does happen.
Nah, Don Charles will never be agree to that. He will never agree to that. And Derek Chisora is wise enough. Derek Chisora is wise enough, is smart enough, yeah, to know not fight.
That challenge.
Spence, you like to talk nonsense sometimes.
No, I don't like to talk nonsense. I'm telling you, do not be surprised. Remember, I've said it. Remember this.
Well, let me tell you this. Derek Chisora versus Daniel Dubois ain't selling at Wembley. Yeah, ain't selling at Wembley. So, and me as a fan, I don't want to see that. I know, and it ain't gonna happen.
What fight is there gonna be? Or Daniel Dubois versus Dylan White?
I don't even think Dylan ain't taking that fight. I don't know. Hey, give a man enough money, yeah. But come on now, let's be sensible. We got to be reasonable about this, Spence.
I'm telling you.
Remember again. Thank you, Charles. Also for the £5. AJ is far too civilized to be a fighter. Eddie has created a narrative for years promoting him like he's an elite boxer when he's not. Okay, your opinion. Respect it.
I disagree.
Yeah, I think Dubois won his first test since his mental breakdown after Usyk 2. Big up AJ for all he has done, but he's not built like that. Okay. Yeah, again, these are non-boxers who ain't gone in the ring. But it's again, I'm always gonna preach this. It's easy to talk when you don't know, when you're not with these guys, when you don't see what they go through mentally every day. But everyone's entitled to their opinion, and everyone has one. Derek Chisora versus Daniel Dubois is not happening. The fight I would like to see, funny enough, is I would like to see Daniel go on a little redemption tour, a little revenge tour, as Caleb Plant calls it. So let's deal with Joe Joyce first.
Why?
Get our little revenge.
And
I don't know this one. You always intimate me before I finish my sentence. I was about to say let's deal with Joe Joyce first. Although he is exactly in the same boat as Derek Chisora, so I don't know how much people will be willing to see that fight, and people may be looking at after Derek's performance as just a time waste. And I definitely want to see him in with Alexander Usyk again. I want to see that fight again, and I feel that this time it's going to be different. It's going to be different. It will be different. Daniel will be coming in, but then again, Usyk really he is like the wizard master. But I don't know how much motivation he's got left. Because he can say he's beaten Daniel, he can say he's beaten Tyson, he can say he's beaten AJ.
Well, Tunde, because he can say that because he's beating all of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, I mean, what would be the motivation really to go back and fight Daniel other than to give Daniel
a time for redemption?
A time for So the revenge tour, I still like the sound of that. The revenge tour, Dubois revenge tour. First up, Joe Joyce. Then next, we're dealing with Usyk after, providing he gets through Tyson Fury, which again, don't count out the Gypsy King. Because the Gypsy King has still got it. I looked at him yesterday. I said, you know what? This brother has still got the fire burning inside of him. Do we want to see AJ versus Fury after last night? Do we still want to see that?
Yes.
Okay.
You know why?
Yes.
Economically, it will happen. If AJ continues, that fight will happen.
Jamaican Toast says no. Edna, she said Dunno. Carlos says yes. Thomas Riley says yeah, why not? Luben Drew says yes. Speedy John no. Max no. Shola 100%. You know what? I'm selling it now for my bro AJ. Let's get that fight. I wouldn't even mind. I'm not being. I don't want to get in it, but step on anyone's toes. But I wouldn't even mind if we just say Louder Usyk rematch and we just go straight AJ Fury. Because that's another AJ 99 100,000 sellout.
Yeah, but
you don't think so?
Because
it's a massive fight, Spence.
It's a massive fight, but two guys on the losses, no titles behind it. Even though they're the two biggest names in the heavyweight division, but I couldn't see that happening. Simply, I'm saying
Turkey Shake could make anything happen.
For real.
Turkey Shake could make anything happen. I'm just keeping it real.
All
right, AJ versus Deontay Wilder.
You know what? That one could work,
Come on.
That one could work.
The promoters is moving. AJ versus the Bomb Squad. Yeah. These fights are still there.
That one could work.
These fights are still there. I'm telling you. AJ versus Wilder. That's going to sell out the building. Because again, despite the fact that Wilder is coming off a bad knockout, a lot of people are still saying that, he's done. I'm sure both can be fired up and motivated to, and I know these guys, Lady Chan says as a tune-up, I know both of these guys can be motivated to fight each other, get themselves in the best nick possible, and really have a magnificent fight. One thing we know, that is going to be another shootout. Deontay Wilder versus AJ live. Soon we have to find a bigger stadium, because I think he's gone past Wembley. I think he can do more than that, to be fair. Daniel Dubois versus Deontay Wilder.
Maybe a real season thing. Maybe
AJ versus Jerome Miller.
Maybe.
You've already said Joseph Parker versus. I'm not even going to say the fight that just come into my head because I don't want to see that fight.
Well, say it anyway.
Nah. Bacoli versus AJ.
I wouldn't want to see that fight.
Bacoli versus Daniel Dubois.
I want to see that fight.
Yeah, Billy's on the thing right now. Billy's saying, "Bruv, send us the contract." Daniel Dubois versus Martin Bacoli. That is a serious fight.
And I'm a massive big up to Billy Nelson, always supporting the Al Medina Free Run Free charity. Big up, Billy. Yeah, I gave him a vicious big up yesterday, even though I gotta tell people. But yeah,
that would be a serious fight, Spence.
A serious fight
against Daniel Dubois, or Daniel Dubois versus Bacoli, because Dan's the champ.
That would be a serious fight.
What did you make of the fact, as champion, Daniel Dubois came to the ring first last night?
That's not new.
That's not new.
I'm going to tell you why.
Tell us the history, the knowledge.
The man who was the world champion that always used to come in first in history from 1908, after winning the world title December 26 in Australia when he beat Tommy Burns, with Jack Johnson becoming the first man of color to win the World Heavyweight Championship. After that, all of his defenses, he came in first. That was his ritual, right? It got flipped. Where of note, when we go to 1982, Larry Holmes versus Jerry Cooney. Larry Holmes entered the ring first. They had this, remember at that time, in 1982, Larry Holmes got paid $10 million, and so was Jerry Cooney. It was the richest fight in history at the time, right? When you look at those things there, the guy who comes in first usually would be the challenger. But such is the allure and the draw of Anthony Joshua. They say, boy, I'm coming in first. What's really written in the contract? You think they're going to argue over who's coming in first or second? They're right. We're getting our money. Cool. You know what I mean? Happened.
A fight that just came to my head. Go on. Sorry, Spence.
We also saw it. Floyd Bell done that a couple of times as well. Gruber, I'm not coming in first. And he was challenging.
Nah, bro. Listen, I respect you. You know, you're making, but let's not start insulting people. You know, what AJ. Why? Because he has still not fought Wilder or Fury to this day. That's like Floyd not fighting Pacquiao and then retiring. It's a disgrace. Well, he's not retired, bro. He ain't retired yet. So the fights may still happen. But please, I urge anyone, please don't be disrespectful and start calling man names on this show. Because your donations are not donations as such that I'm gonna just keep on letting you insult people. These are fighters, they're warriors, however you look at it. So try to refrain from calling people cowards. And as I always said, it's like when you've heard me, a lot of people heard me say on the show before, I don't like when people call fighters quitters. I don't like it. Because to get in that squared circle, it's not a joke. It ain't a joke. This is a serious business. And that's why I started the show by saying, you man, certain people call the bar a quitter. And I'm saying, I kept telling you, this ain't a quitter. He's a young man on a journey.
100%. But until I got a bounce, you can stay on as long as
okay. Spending ranking has to go for us. Go. Or it has to leave us. Sorry for this evening.
When Tunde masters the thing that less is more, then he'll get it. But
less is more when we don't have to pull you up on certain things.
I've got a bounce. Just me.
Less is more when we don't have to put. But less is more. Yes, but there's over 1,500 people that are still here.
But seriously, thank you so much for everyone for supporting the fight. Right, Tunde done a fantastic job last night, and when I got back in, I listened to it. You know what I mean? The whole 6 hours. You know what I mean? She's done a fantastic job, and I mean, I'm trending right now, so it's all good. But no, I'm not hiding from nowhere. My opinion is my opinion. And peace, two fingers. Spencer Knowledge Fearon is bouncing, but Tunde's gonna keep on running the show till about 5 o'clock in the morning because he's gonna.
Bro, it's the energy. I'm gonna go for thanks, Spence. Everyone, Spence is leaving us.
How long?
Maybe I'll stay another 10 minutes or so.
Well, if you do another 10 minutes, we show about 2 hours, I'll stay.
Okay, see, I told you. A bit of persuasion. Old type Mo Hassan, thank you for the disrespect people about AJ are the same people singing Anthony Joshua when he wins. Exactly, brother. Exactly. But, listen, when you're in the spotlight, these things come with the territory. That's why I know AJ, he just takes it. He will take it, and he has his own thought process, and he'll do what he has to do. I feel that I can speak for myself. I will continue to support him, offer words of advice, whether he listens or not. It's just my opinion. You get what I'm saying? But listen, it's life. It's a fight, and everybody thinks they always know what's best for you. But ultimately, you have to be strong enough to make your own decisions, and that's it. It's your show. It's AJ's show. So, and everybody is supporting cast in your film. So, a fight that just came to my mind is Daniel Dubois versus Zillian Zhang Bang.
No. I'm not interested. I'm saying his first defense, should be a kind of like way more in his favor kind of fight.
Way more easier.
In his favor, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's the history of boxing.
Should be a 70-30.
It should be a 70-30. I agree.
That's what I believe.
Zilly is serious still. Yeah, Zilly's serious still. Zillian Zhang, you don't want to play with that, brother, because the backhand. But you know what? I'm going to say it. I heard the boss that said maybe we could have a fight in China and sell out the place. Because there's a lot of peas that come with that. So you know what? Don't be surprised. Because Daniel's dad is about rolling the dice as well. You know, but that would be a dangerous fight. Zillian Zhang is even at his age, you know, he's a dangerous guy. But that's
what Zillian Zhang picked Dubois to win, you know.
Huh?
Zillian Zhang, he picked Dubois to win that fight, you know.
Okay. Thank you, Jay Palmer. I'm gonna put that up because I like nice things being said about me. Thank you, brother. Now the heavyweight division is so interesting, Spence. It's so open. And as I say, Daniel is the young lion that has the possibility to carry the division for the next. I know obviously we've got the young ones coming up, Moses Atoma. And there was talk about history making for young Moses, but I'm saying it. Just let the boy grow a bit. I beg. Sorry, I don't beg. I keep saying I beg. I don't beg nothing. I ain't begging no one nothing. But let the young boy grow. Because I know he will fight. Moses will fight. Moses will be like, what? I'm in there. I'm rocking. But there has to be some management there. There has to be some management. You know, we don't want to damage another young star on the way up that can literally dominate the heavyweight division in a few years, or at least build a massive fight with a Daniel Dubois in a few years. You know, get Moses out a few more times. I would even say he's that good. Maybe get him out 4 or 5 times. Next year, it'd be hard not to make that match if he's putting on blistering performances he has been. You know, let's see him in there with he himself, Moses himself has only asked, you know, for like the British champion, the English champion. So I guess he himself realizes he wants to take his career in a summer. But he's got a manager and he's got a promoter. So who knows? Maybe we may see that. But my advice, Daniel Dubois right now is the biggest problem in heavyweight division outside of Martin Bakole. Martin Bakole, the way he fixed up my boy, Jay Prince's boy. Anderson, the way he fixed up Anderson, I'm like, wow, this guy. Billy Nelson is so seasoned as a trainer. That's double trouble. That's double trouble. But you know, I guess that's what this whole thing was about, making good fights. But yeah. Spence, what else? We haven't even spoken about the undercard. Joshua Buatsi versus Willie Hutchinson. As I expected, was a fight that was a hard fight, Spence.
It was a hard fight, but I thought they were going to try and bump Waxy.
Well, according to the scorecards, if he doesn't have the, so basically they're saying, even though if he didn't record the 2 knockdowns and the points off, Hutchinson won every round.
That's mad, isn't it? That's mad.
What do you think of the overall? What do you think of the overall performance of both guys?
You know what?
Willie Hutchinson first.
Willie Hutchinson didn't show me nothing that I didn't expect. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I thought he was going to be better than what he was. But that's got to be more to do with me giving props to Joshua Boyce and not allowing him to do it, because Joshua was on him. And when Joshua knew that, he could hit him downstairs and hurt him. But it was very scrappy at times as well. You know what I mean? It was very scrappy. But Joshua Boyce, he's got a very big heart, and he did grit it out. What I would have liked to see from Joshua Boyce, if he was a double up on them body shots. You know what I mean? Double, even triple up on them body shots. Because the body shots were hurting Willie Hutchinson. But fair play to Willie that he dragged it out to go the distance, because that was a hard fight. It was a hard fight for both of them. How do you think your fight would do against them, Tun?
What? So repeat that question.
I said, how do you think your fight would get on with the winner of that fight, Tun?
Without being disrespectful, Anthony Yarde is the most explosive light heavyweight this country has seen. And no British fighter can test Anthony Yarde. I don't business. And there's only one fight to make. It's the fight that everybody has been asking for over 5-6 years. Now we are in a situation where there's nobody left. And I just feel that AY is leagues above. All right, credit to Willie Hutchinson. Let me tell you something. If Anthony was in there with Hutchinson or JB last night, them fights ain't going 6 rounds. That's the levels. I'm just saying. You can't take those shots from AY. AY is a spot. So we'll see what is going to happen. I know what's going to happen, but it's very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting because we ain't saying nothing. We just letting this thing play out, and we all know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because AY is going to do what he's gonna do. AY is a fighter. AY is a fighter, and he's just looking better and better every day, improving every fight. And if AY was in a ring last night, we already know what AY does. His record shows it. I mean, we talk about Dubois. Do you want to know the interesting fact between Anthony Yarde and Dubois? Every single one of their wins have been by KO, apart from one. Daniel's KO ratio is wait there. 22 wins and 21 KOs. Daniel Dubois. Anthony Yarde, 25 wins and 24 KOs. So we already know what time it is. We already know what time it is. And the public are just waiting for Ant to come back. I'm waiting for Ant to come back. And he's coming back.
Man's trying to say You know, liberties. Yarde's fighting.
And it's coming back.
Bro,
so say that again, bro.
One little cheeky bastard said that against who? Yarde's fighting big men.
Listen, we're talking about knockout. We're talking about knockout. You know me. You know me. We're talking about knockout. We're talking about. Let's get it right.
Granny,
let's get it right. Let's get it right. If we want to go into detail, the fight last night was a British fight. It was two British guys. Is that wrong or right?
But one's been a
so one has been a world champion. But there's two British fights. Both of them are world champions. So it's not to put one against the other. The fact is excitement sells. That fight, any fight AY is in is exciting. So the point is that we're going to see an exciting fight. It's going to be an exciting fight. Everyone on here loves knockouts. Everyone here loves knockouts. Whether you know yourself, you've been a boxer. It's not easy to knock somebody out at any level. That's why guys with wins at any level, you don't see them with high knockout ratios, regardless if they're fighting this man or that man. It's only certain people that can knock people out, born punchers. And Andy's one of them. So let's see what's going on. We'll see. I've always said we should expect an update in the next few days. Hopefully. So let's get it cracking, man. Let's get it cracking. So I don't really like to talk about Ant on this show, but I was just highlighting the fact that both Dan and Ant have KO people. Yes, Dan has shown it. But one thing I will say, there are very few fighters that have been in the ring with the caliber of fighter that AY has been in the ring with in this country. And the two fighters are generational champions against somebody versus who had 12 amateur fights. So do the quick math. Moving on to Hamza Shiraz, coming out with Morrison. Serious. And we love our guy. Thank you, Lady Shan. 2 Hall of Famers. Let's get it right. One who at the age of, see what I'm saying? AJ is only 34. Better be coming 40 now in January. Still moving. And as long as the will is there, anything is possible. But I was going to say, Hamza Shiraz is looking exactly how I expected him to look. And that's a special talent, Spence. Realistically, or it was a mismatch last night. They look like 2 different weights, to be fair. And when you just look at the 2 of them, there was absolutely no way with Hamza Shiraz's reach size that Tyler could even get in. He couldn't get in. There's no way. Hamza was at his corner. Tyler was at the other corner, and he was jabbing him like Dowsim. He's jabbing him like Dowsim from Street Fighter. That's how long Hamza's arms are. So I'm like, I'm thankful that my boy Tyler Denny earned a life-changing purse for him and his family. But Hamza Shiraz is looking a bit special, Spence.
Totally. We knew that from when he broke up the little Yankee brother.
For real. But I keep saying it. It's got to be Hamza Shiraz versus Denzel Bentley.
Yeah, but you say that, yeah, son. And I think Hamza Shiraz is looking a big fight. You know what I mean?
Denzel's not a big fight?
No. So
what was Tyler Denny then?
He's European champion, and it wasn't a big fight. Tyler Denny was just put on there because we're having realities in the UK. I think the fight that they're looking for would be Hamza Shiraz versus Chris Eubank Jr. That's the fight.
Chris Eubank is not fighting Shiraz unless he gets 7 M's.
Yeah. Don't be surprised.
At least.
Do not be surprised if they don't pull that money out for him.
Well, I know that they will pick up the phone ASAP if they, because
I know.
Chris already. It was reported. Now let me talk what I don't know factually. It was reported that Chris already turned down 5 M's to fight Shiraz. So I know that if that was turned down, there must have been a reason, Spence.
Yeah. But
5 M's is
I've
no
heard
joke.
That they would say now we want 7 M's, right? So if that's the case, that's the case. I can still see that fight happening. I can see that fight happening to him.
Shiraz against Chris Eubank Jr.
Definitely.
So you feel that Chris Eubank Jr. will get the 7 M's, yeah?
I believe we'll get the 7 M's.
That's interesting.
Chris Eubank Jr. draws numbers on TV. I mean, he draws numbers. So I believe we'll get the 7 M's. Trust me on that.
I hope so. There's
I believe that's the fight that will happen.
Okay, interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting.
We've gone past the 2-hour mark. You know what I mean? And I'm going to bounce. All right?
All right, cool, Spenny. All right, I think, see, Spenny, he won't let me carry on, so he's. I can feel the energy that we have to come off as well. You sure? You sure? Cause I got energy today. I just feel like staying on and talking to the fans. We're still 1,427 currently.
Well, you know what, Tunde wants to stay on. Thank you everybody for being on there and everything else. But I really got to bounce now. Right? I got things to do. All right, my friend. Love, Tunde.
Love. All right. Spinning Ranking has to leave us. I will stay on because the energy is there. Spence, which trainer can save AJ now? Thank you for the £2. You know what? I don't feel it's right that I stay on right now without my brother. So let me just read out these Snapchats because I don't want nobody to be saying I didn't read out their snap. Did I just see something from Joe saying I didn't read his Snapchat? Spence off to apologize. Let's get on the phone. The black where is it? I thought I just saw something. No, you know why I'm not gonna leave? Because I feel like we still should talk about the rest of the bill. I think the fighters on that card yesterday deserve it. Right. So yeah, come on, 9.99. People think it's a joke. I would bet my last bowl of jollof that AY would have ended both fighters yesterday. Big up Uncle T. Bro, I can't wait. I just can't wait. I literally can't wait. But I'm going to have to wait because that's just how boxing goes. But I'm sure there's going to be some announcements in the coming days with regards to AY. Because don't think we're just sitting here twiddling our fingers. Man's ready to go. Man's been ready to go since February. So I think the picture's a bit clearer now, and I think the anticipation that the fans have for the return of AY is now coming to an end, and we should be good to go. No, we are good to go, but these things are never easy when you get to certain levels of the sport. What do people think about Josh Kelly? Come on, I'm being honest with you. That fight was dry. That fight was dry. That fight was dry. I would have liked to see. Hold on. What's this silent ban business? What are you talking about? You need to because I have just ignored silent ban, but I don't know what you mean by this. You need to clarify this a little bit, because the only reason I put you up, because I know you're a regular on this thing here, so you need to understand. Elaborate, shall I say? But Josh Kelly's performance. Who's Josh Kelly? Pretty boy Kelly, PBF. He fought Ishmael Davis last night, and big up Ishmael. You know, he done as best as he can. He never embarrassed himself. I would have liked to see him press the gas more, because we know Kelly it's just not exciting enough. It's just not. Yeah, Chanley was boring. But like, you just got to be real. It was boring. Even though that ain't selling no tickets. They ain't no selling no tickets. We need to see action. People are paying their hard-earned money. It was a last-minute replacement, and Ishmael done well still. It even had Josh going in the last round. So he's got nothing to be ashamed of. He only had 6 days notice, and he put on a performance. I would like to see Josh Kelly rematch Anavician, but the thing about that ain't gonna happen, because Kelly looks comfortable. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Okay. Ayo, I hear what you're saying. Well, listen. Legally, I'm not gonna say nothing on that, but I think everybody's coming to their senses now. Everybody's coming to their senses, and I feel that everything will be sorted out very, very quickly now. I think things are being fast tracked now. So yeah, so let's not even put that kind of energy out there. Tyrone Booth is nonsense. That's nonsense. We know that's nonsense. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't believe the Anavician fight can happen, because Anavician is a very small 147 fight, and Kelly looked so comfortable at 160. I was even questioning, can he dance and move around like that for 12 rounds? And he did, which made the fight so boring. But he's fast, I'm not gonna lie. He's actually fast. He's fast. He puts some beautiful combinations together. But I just feel that if you're gonna be fighting at middleweight, that's a good fight. Hamza Shiraz versus Josh Kelly. Both middleweights, both 160. That is the fight. There you go. There you go, promoters. Let's make that fight. Shiraz against Josh Kelly. That's a big fight. That is a big fight. Eric Lamb, I agree. Too much footwork, not enough throwing for me. And that's what made the fight boring. Man never come to see no Rihanna dance concert. I never come to see all that. No MC Hammer concert. I didn't pay £20 to watch an MC Hammer dance along. I didn't watch that. I paid to see a fight. It's coming like some MC Hammer dance. For those young ones who remember MC, who don't know what MC Hammer is, just Google, YouTube that. Or Janabek said send the contract. Again, Janabek, that's a dangerous guy. But as I said, Hamza Shiraz is looking, you know what? Denzel showed that Janabek, or Janabek, I think it's Janabek, is human. So why can't Shiraz go in there and do the business? I think he can. I think he's got hand speed. I think he's got punch power. I think he's got height, reach. He's really running through anyone at the European, British, Commonwealth level, apart from Denzel Bentley. I'm going to say it. Apart from them guys. But listen, I think that he can. I feel that he can go ahead and at least put in a very good showing for yourself, if not win. Hamza Shiraz against Lara is another fight I wouldn't mind seeing. Who else was on the bill? Have we seen the end of Josh Kelly after the fight yesterday? Josh Warrington, sorry. Have you seen the end of Josh Warrington after the fight yesterday? He laid his gloves on the canvas and took a picture, which really usually signifies the end of a fighter's career. He's given it, he's calling it a day. If so, thank you, Josh Warrington, for the fights. Gave a brother, he was a smaller guy in there, and he still was moving like a Jack Russell yesterday. Still gave us a good fight, but my man was just too big for him. Imran S says, Tunde, brother, watching Boatsy versus Hutchinson last night, couldn't help but think Anthony Yarde would have given, but bro, anyway. Yeah. My man said Shiraz is basically Diego Pacheco draining to make 160. Well, as long as he's making it comfortably, and he's putting in these performances, then why not? Joe Farmer, it's a fight that I've always believed will happen, and I'm not gonna stop holding onto this belief. I'm not. As mad as it may sound, I'm never gonna stop holding on to that belief. So we'll see. Yeah, Warrington is definitely a good fighter, and Kakachi as well. I love the uppercuts Kakachi was throwing on the inside. Great work, brother. Great, bro. Great work. Good fighter. The right uppercuts, the left uppercuts from a long-limbed man is something to behold. So this guy, you know, he's been putting in work for a number of years, and it's coming out in his performances. 2 good wins now against 2 guys. One that he wasn't supposed to win, Joe Cordina, and now beating former 2-time world champion Josh Warrington in a great fight. Joe Palmer, excellent work on today's show, Tunde. Well done. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the £5. I personally think AY would dance rings around Boatsy because he's a higher level fighter. Listen, it's, you know, all these things. It's like we just have to just make the fight happen. Just make the fight happen. You know, if AY is treated fairly, if you're offering 5 M's for a Hamza Shiraz bout, who is the bigger star in British boxing? Hamza Shiraz, with no disrespect to my young gun, or Anthony Yarde? Come on now. Come on. Let's be sensible. Let's be sensible. How would you grade JB's performance? It was good. Good performance. I said it on the live when I was doing a watch along, and I urged people to go back and watch it. If he had gone to the body from the beginning of the contest, the fight wouldn't have gone the distance. So to me, it was a slow start. And I was always worried because I felt that if the fight went past 4 rounds, you know, it was always going to be a tough fight. But I still believe JB was going to stop him between 7 and 9, which he almost did. Once Hutchinson got past that little storm, you know, he rode it. But again, just put them in there with AY, and you will see the levels. You will see the levels. So many questions. Lady Shan, thank you for the 199. What's your view on Canelo ducking Benavidez, T? I don't think it's like you know, like you can say a duck is, you like, we know what a duck is. We know what a duck is when we got 2 guys at same level or same time positioning in their careers, and you just know one guy doesn't want it. I just feel like Canelo has had so many fights against so many legends, Cotto, Mosley, Floyd at the age of 23, 3 fights with Gennady Golovkin, Lara, you know, Austin Trout. The guys fought everybody. I feel like he's at the end of this stage. He's at the stage of his career where he's like, oh, why am I fighting these young guns for? I kind of like look at it as like, why would Terence Bud Crawford fight Boots? It's like, bro, you're the next generation. You know, and I never I'm always worried about generational fights. Again, that's kind of like what it was last night with AJ and Daniel. Boatsy and Hutchinson. Boatsy is from the generation of Boatsy, Yarde, Arthur, Dan Aziz, Craig Richards, Shaq Pitters. And then you have the next generation, which is the Willie Hutchinson, Ben Whitaker. Who else? I mean, I've never seen him box. Lewis Edmonton, who's supposed to be fighting Dan Aziz, Ezra Taylor. So you understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, He's like the modern day Floyd. And we can all say he's ducking, but it's like, why am I fighting him for? Why am I fighting him? And again, Canelo was fought two young guys in his last two fights. So you can't really say he hasn't fought young guys. Munguia, I don't know what happened in the Munguia fight last night. I know he fought. I was too embroiled in the AJ fight, but I know that he did fight last night. But he's a young fighter. I mean, he's always expected to beat what's my boy who he fought last week? What's the boy's name? The Puerto Rican boy, Balanga. Everyone knew he was gonna but Balanga put up a better fight than most expected. So I just think that it's not ducking, it's like, why do I need to fight him? Or Munguia won. Yeah, why do I need to fight him? There's no need. Munguia won. Yeah. Balanga. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So he's fought two young people. It's basically what I think Floyd Mayweather is the cause of this. He's the cause. He's the cause of this. But the difference is I feel that Canelo has actually taken on the biggest challenges at the time when he was a young person. Benavidez is a young gun fighter. I mean, he's in the light heavyweight division now, so anything can happen. He can end up fighting Ant, He can end up fighting Joshua Boatsy, David Morrell has just picked up an interim title. So he's also making noise, although he's only had 10 fights, but Cuban, trained by Ronnie Shields, he's now moved up to light heavyweight, but I think that's more to chase Benavidez. So the light heavyweight division is very, very interesting. And Canelo again says he wants to fight again at light heavy. So what, let me do a bit of fantasy match. Yarde versus Boatsy, win a fight for an interim, which may get elevated to a world title, and then the winner fights Canelo. How you like that one? That's the serious matchmaking there. I'm just doing tonight. I'm doing some serious matchmaking. Serious. So yeah. Who else was on the bill? There was an upset in the. That's when I knew it was going to be a long night. The first fight of the night. Mark Chamberlain versus Josh. Is it Padri? Probably, but he mashed up the whole apple cart. He messed up the whole apple cart because Chamberlain is Turkey's favorite fighter, and he lost against another unknown, young, unbeaten fella. Again, showing you can't look ahead. You got to deal with what's in front of you before you start looking forward to December shows or November shows. My man's like, nah, mate, you ain't fighting in November, not on my watch. And credit to the young man. I did big up all the fighters last night who were on the bill, and I think I'm going to end the show bigging all the fighters up again. So yeah, he really put in a good showing last night, and credit to that young man, Josh Padre. I think it's Padre. I'm going to get the right name. Yeah, Josh Padley, sorry. You're probably saying my name ain't Padre, but Josh Padley. So yeah, we've spoken about everyone on the bill. So I know I can stay here for longer because I can talk for longer. I will continue talking because it's boxing. But yeah, AY is gonna be back very, 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 very soon. That's all I can say. The beauty of the pencil, thank you for the £5. Incredible work. As always, Tunde Spencer seemed a bit withdrawn today. Big up the channel. And Lady Shan, long time listener, first time on the chat. Yeah, Spencer's a bit down in the Spencer's a bit down in the nuts. But if one of us ain't firing, I'm the other one's gonna be, and I'm always there, bro. I got two. This is my life. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't been nowhere. I'm gonna be here talking about the sport which we all love. We all love. We can't just bounce and do a little hour show and there's all come and draw 2,000 people in the thing. Nah. People on Twitter, people on Facebook. We have to talk. We have to talk. I literally have done the last 24 hours of boxing. So my eyes are hurting. All these spotlights, my eyes have been blurry all day because the light in my eye. Yesterday was a marathon session. But as I said, we're going to keep... Thank you for the £5. Yeah. Joe, I'm getting... Sorry, I nearly said your name. But Jay, too much today. Too much. Come on. Yeah, listen, the ladies are in the building. We have to. We're kind of like it's only man that love boxing. I'll be honest with you. I feel that there's a lot of more female lovers of boxing presently today than there is males. Yeah, because there's so much ladies, women that, you know, maybe direct message me on Insta or whatever it is, talking about boxing, asking for opinions and stuff like that. And I think it's great. It's great to have the balance. And let's not forget, women are in the sport now as well, you know, and that is ever growing. So just continue. You know, when a woman when you got the woman energy, it's powers. So it's great for the sport. And again, we just appreciate the fact that British boxing it's on an all-time high. You know, they say the heavyweight division controls the whole of boxing, and right now there's so much to be happy for. We still got AJ. I'm still gonna big up AJ. We still got AJ. We still got Daniel Dubois. We still got Tyson Fury. We still got the up and comers. We still got the New Zealand man based here, Joseph Parker. We still got Martin Bakoli. But the things going, we've got the young guns coming up. Moses Itoma, David Adelaide. Bro, there's bears. The British boxing is flying. You know, in the light heavyweight division, so many names. Topped off by AY. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. I don't care what anyone says. Topped off by AY. We got AY. We got JB. We got Dan Aziz. We got Lyndon Arthur. We got Ezra Taylor. We got Willie Hutchison. We got, who else? Ben Whitaker. Ben Whitaker is making moves right now. Ben Whitaker is he's a star. He's a star he's a star there. He's a star there already. He's ready made. He just needs a bit more seasoning. And I'm sure we got the one and only Craig Richards, man like Spider. The British, but I'll be honest with you. Other than that, the two hot divisions in the UK now are the heavyweights and light heavyweights. Come on, old time lifestyle. Benedict, he's saying the commentary. Oh no, wait. This thing I'm using, it takes because sometimes it goes up. The commentary for the AJ fight was very good. I felt like I was actually there. You know how much phone calls I got today saying the same thing, and I'm gonna continue to keep doing it. Give at least 30 minutes extra to these energy, always on point, good vibes, bro. It can't done. It's like I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Big up Ben Whitaker from our ends. It's all interesting. And these fights have to be made. Regardless, everybody's just got to be fair. Everyone's just got to be fair and, give people their worth. No need to name call, start saying people. Because one thing I could say, speaking personally for me and Anthony, whatever's going on in the press, we don't hear it because we ain't saying nothing. We ain't saying nothing. We just say what you want. At the end of the day, we're just ready to fight, and I think that shows integrity from us, and so sometimes it's less said, easier to mend. So what's the point in talking and disrespecting everyone? Because at the end of the day, this is boxing, and as we've seen, no matter how promoters hate each other, at the end of the day, the objective is to make the fights. So as long as we can all agree amicably, these fights can be made. At the end of the day, the fans want the fight. The fans want the fight. So Daniel J. Boateng, me and him are always going back and forth. He's a JB fan. Obviously, we know what kind of fan I am or whose fan I am. And it's good to have that rivalry, because when fights are just made for being made, it's not the same buzz. It's not the same buzz. We want the fights the people are talking about. Yeah, Daniel's on a Ghana thing, but at the end of the day, it's fighting. It's fighting. So let's fight. Let's fight. I'm Ghana like it's me getting in the ring. But let's make the fights. What have we got coming up next then? Ben Shalom holds a show at October the 19th. OD versus Adam Azim. Two boys that I know like the back of my hand. And again, that is going to be a great contest, however long it lasts. We've got Benavidez versus Bivol, October the 12th in Saudi Arabia. Fingers crossed, both fighters stay healthy to that point. I heard there's a show in November. I heard there's a show in December. And the 18th of October, there's a show at You'll Cool, Frank Warren. I know Eddie's got a show as well. Is he got a show September the 28th, Eddie Hearn? Next week, that would be next week, wouldn't it? There's a lot of show. British Boxing's flying. Let me see some questions. AJ, nah, bro, I'm not. I think people, I don't know why they keep dissing AJ. Like, this guy it's not about that. It's just about having an opinion on the fight. You don't need to be rude. Don't need to be rude. Don't need to be rude. If you ain't got nothing good to say, yeah. Shane fighting on the 20th. Shane who? Who's Shane? You have to come with more. Are you Shane Mosley? I don't know what Shane you're chatting about, mate. Yeah, lifestyle. It's gonna jam out the place. Everybody, music stars, entertainers, sports stars are going to attend this fight when. I'm not going to say if. I'm going to say when it's made and when it's announced. It's going to jam out the place. We know that AY is known. Go to America. The name you hear, Dan Aziz told me this. He said when he's in the States, all they call is AY's name. So we're not no local fighters. We're global. AY's now, JB is now, he's doing okay. But I keep saying, we are the A side. But I've always said that. I've always looked at my fight as the A side. But I just think it will be a great contest while it lasts. So yeah, let's get that cracking, man. Let's get it cracking, man. AY just wants to fight. So I think it's gonna happen. The stars will align and yeah, we'll go there. What else? If no one else ain't got nothing to talk about, I'm going because I think I've exhausted everything. Let me think. What Mosley? What Shane Mosley's fighting? Nah, it's not possible. Miss Levy H says, what fight will I be covering next? Whatever fight is big, I'm covering it. After the success, well, let me know, bruv, it's always success. So many times we've done watch-alongs and I just had thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So far, yesterday's watch-along has had over almost 18,000 views. So the people want to hear what I'm going, basically. The people want to hear what's going on. So I don't know what fight is next. Yarde Canelo's big. It's a big fight. And it's a fight at one point was muted. It's a fight you think if it had gone our way in Russia, that would have been the next fight. But that's gone now. And you never know. You actually never know. Oh, Mosley is doing an exhibition, not a proper fight. Okay, big up Shane Mosley. I was actually watching his fight against Miguel Cotto the other day. I always like to watch Sugar Shane because Sugar Shane, for me, is one of the greatest lightweights ever. Ever. His hand speed, his punch. I remember I used to study tapes of Shane Mosley sparring years ago when my brother used to smuggle me the little VHS. They're not even a VHS. He used to just, my brother, Junior McDonald, used to get all the American footage and he used to give them to me because this time I was an up and coming trainer and I used to watch the Shane Mosley sparring tapes. I may still even have them somewhere, but what a great lightweight he was. And you know how great he was because he was one of the few fighters that can actually move up in weight classes to the point where he beat De La Hoya twice. That's no joke. That's no joke. A smaller man moving through the weights. And listen, everyone's got to make a change. So if he's doing an exhibition, good for him. Tyson versus Jake Paul. I'm not even giving that no energy. I don't even want to see that fight. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. I don't look. Imagine seeing Jake Paul beat up Mike Tyson. It's not right. Now, you know what? My eyes. You know why my eyes are like that? It's the light. It's the light. And I said all day my eyes have been blurry from the light in this thing. And I do need to lock off because my eyes need to rest tonight. My eyes need to rest. Can you imagine? It's like being in front of a computer for like 12 hours. I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm definitely going to wrap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, what I will do, let me put on the dark glasses. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure, an honor. Please join us, regardless if there's a big fight next week or not. We, as usual, will always be here at 8 p.m. every Sunday. Thank you to Lady Shan, Daniel J. Boateng, Sylvester Shimon, I can never say it right. Sylvester Salamoa, 2011. Daniel J. Boateng. Who else? Miss Levy, Lifestyle. Helen, to Helen back. Let me see, it's going up. Leah O, Lee S, 93 Octane, Daniel Woods, Baseman 1000, JDM. Who else? MM in the building. Al Kuya, CJ Boss, Imran S. Come on. Let's go. Level Sport, Hassan, Joel Farmer, JG. I've already said to Helen and back. Already said Leah. The lovely Half Past Fashion. Already said CJ Boss. Already said Levels. Ronald Bishop. Come on. Old tight JD. Always tuned in. The Exalted One. JDM. Hassan. My eyes do feel like I've been burning weed. last time. My eyes feel, whoa, the way my eyes feel right now. Sam Chavote, I think that is Chavotia. Joe Barrow. It's going up slowly. This is good. I like it when it moves like this. Who else? Come on. Kissed by the Sun. Okay, big up. Lias, as usual. Who else? Come on. Fizz, you know what I will do? And I done it yesterday, and I'm gonna do it again. Jake Keane. What I will do, listen, I'll say again, big up everyone on the show tonight. But finally, let me thank every single fighter that was on the card yesterday for the great show promoted by Riyadh Season. Firstly, starting from the bottom, thank you, Josh Padley. Thank you, Mark Chamberlain. Thank you, Ishmael Davis. Thank you, Josh Kelly. Thank you, the legend, Josh Warrington. Thank you, Andrew Kakachi. Thank you, the Hutch Train, Willie Hutchinson. Thank you, Joshua Boatsi. Thank you, Tyler Denny. Thank you, Hamza Shiraz. Thank you, Daniel Dynamite Dubois. And last but not least, thank you to the fighter that has carried British boxing on his shoulders, on his back for the last 10 years. The one, the only, Mr. Anthony AJ Joshua. Ladies and gentlemen, let me end the show with the magical words of dream it, believe it, become it. And as Spencer would say, come on up. Come on up. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great week. See you next week, mate. We'll be back to talk boxing. Love.